I don't get it. What are you frightened of? Why are you afraid to fight for your life?
I'm not afraid. I just don't believe in chasing after rainbows. That's all that stuff is. Here's what the doctor said.
But you have a chance to live if you're willing to fight. But you don't want to. All you've done is hang around here waiting to die like a corpse rehearsing for its own funeral. Now, face it, Deb, for whatever reason, you have made your mind up. You want to die.
I do not!
She says she's not chasing rainbows, but that throw? That's her fight waking back up. G'day guys, Holy Critics signing in. If you're craving a warm, quietly gripping true story this Thanksgiving, look no further than Question of Faith. Anne Archer and Sam Neill anchor this intimate little drama about a couple pushed right to the edge where medicine runs dry and the only thing left to hold on to is belief itself. And whether you've personally lived through sickness or watched someone you love fight through it, this one hits in a very real way.
Oscar, it's 10:40. The bus leaves in 20 minutes.
It's Sunday already.
You must have gotten distracted.
I must have.
Oscar, it's 10:41. Gotta go.
What would happen if you just skip work for a day?
The clinic would go up in flames.
So?
Drive.
This is crazy, you know, that running backwards and forwards living for the weekend.
Got a vacation coming up at the end of June.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
It would make more sense if you just quit your job, you came out here to live with me. Why don't you?
If this were the 60s, it might. If I were 20, it might. I'm not a kid, Oscar.
I don't want a kid.
I do. I want to have a baby.
I couldn't do that, not unless I was married.
3 minutes. I'll call you tonight, okay?
Yeah.
Let's go, folks. Ma'am. Very good. Thank you.
Hey, Deb. You want to get married?
You know, when you passed 30 and you were still stuck in the projects with all those poor lost kids trying to find themselves, the way you were going at it 7 days a week, morning, noon, and night, I was wondering if you would ever find yourself.
So was I.
Yeah, well, you did, and you found someone to share yourself with.
Yeah, it only took me 125 years.
Yeah.
How many guys was it?
Well, now, who's counting?
Not me. I was beginning to think there was something wrong with me.
You? Never.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Yes, there is. What is it?
Mom and Dad.
I know. I've been thinking about him, too.
They would have been so happy.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy. Not only with Oscar, but with you and Marty and Kathy and my new job, my new life. God, I'm so happy and scary.
Well, it's all scary.
Yeah. Nobody deserves to be as happy as I am.
Come on. You'll be just fine.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, have you ever tried to talk to someone and they just won't listen to you? Ever? I can't go home.
Why don't I talk to your parents?
Yeah, that would help, but I mean, would you?
Let me talk to them first. You go home tonight. You come back here tomorrow at the same time, and I'll let you know what they said, okay? You think you can be on time?
Yeah. Thanks.
Tomorrow.
Here's the Templar file you wanted.
Telephone, Debbie. It's Mr. Tepler on line 2.
Mr. Tepler? Mr. Tepler, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I think I found a school for David, and you might be eligible for financial aid. I'm not sure yet, but I think we've got a good chance. Can I call you tomorrow? Great. Talk to you then. Bye-bye. Kath, can I give you a hand?
We're almost finished.
You sure?
Yeah, positive.
Oh.
How's Oscar?
Oscar's great.
So what are you hanging around here for?
I don't know. I think I'll go home. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
What's all this?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, I thought I might just knock out this wall here and add on another room for the baby.
Dr. Kenko? Let me do this.
No,
stand
Deb,
back.
Deb, this isn't a good. Deb, please, be careful. Watch your head. Please, not the window. Honey, please, Deb, please, be careful. That's Taylor. Let me show you, honey. Cupboard here, dresser there, little window, and end wall here, and big window. And there's the crib, and here's the baby.
In her bird bath.
Mr. Baby.
Lunch!
Come and get it.
Come on, Pop. Hey, looks like we got some company.
What is that?
It looks like Marty Carey. Oscar! Oscar!
X-ray technician to room 5. X-ray technician to room 5.
She's all right. I lost the baby.
But you're okay.
I lost the baby.
The important thing is you're all right. Oscar, I'm glad you got here. I know this has been quite a shock, but Debbie's going to be fine in a day or two. Then we can sit down and talk about where we go from here, okay?
Yeah.
This is Dr. Rudolph, Oscar Rogg.
How do you do?
When I was treating Debbie, I noticed a slight swelling in her groin. I've asked Dr. Rudolph to take a look at it.
Swelling?
It's probably nothing, but...
Just to be on the safe side.
You mean right now?
It's okay, Oscar. It's all right.
Mrs. Ogg, this will only take a moment. How long have you had this?
I don't know, a couple of weeks.
I'd like to take a closer look at it.
Biopsy?
Yes. Just be on the safe side.
I knew it.
Are you sure? I'm sorry.
Cancer.
It's called nodular lymphoma, but it is a form of cancer. It attacks the lymphatic system, which is where the body manufactures its primary defenses against disease. So what do we do? Well, I'd like to run some tests, a CAT scan, lymphangiogram, to see if it's spread.
But how do we stop it? How do we cure it?
There's several ways of treating this type of lymphoma. Radiation, chemotherapy, various combinations of the two.
Do they stop it?
They're the most effective methods we have.
So, you can't cure it?
No. As I said, there are ways of treating this type of lymphoma, but so far, there's no cure.
That you know of?
I'm gonna die.
Hell, you are.
I am. That's what you're saying, isn't it? That I'm gonna die?
We can't say that.
You see?
Look, if you believe in statistics, okay, it's true. With this type of lymphoma, your chances of living a long life and dying a natural death aren't especially good. But you've got to remember, statistics are only numbers. They aren't God. They aren't even people.
That's right. People survive. People with serious diseases. It happens all the time. They survive. They write books about it. They go on talk shows.
It was too good.
But he's right. People do survive.
We have to fight.
So when do you want to start the test?
Poorly differentiated lymphocytic nodular lymphoma with indications of involvement in at least 3 node areas.
Meaning what?
How long do I have?
I don't know. No one knows. But based on my experience with this type lymphoma and the best statistics currently available, I'd say that the median survival time at this stage of the disease is between 7 and 10 years.
7
to 10 years, yes. Of course, you could do much better than that.
Or worse.
That's possible.
But with radiation, Dr. Rudolph said you could treat it with radiation or chemotherapy or...
Yes, and we've been using that. And we've had rather impressive results in treating other types of cancer, other types of lymphoma. Unfortunately, we've been less successful in treating your specific type of lymphoma. As a matter of fact, the recent studies out of Stanford University seem to suggest that patients suffering from poorly differentiated nodular lymphoma do at least as well without initial therapy as they do when we intervene.
You mean you do nothing?
Yes, at least for the moment. If the disease progresses, if it changes character, then that's another story. But in the meantime...
Nothing.
That is what I would recommend.
There's got to be something that we can do. We can't just stand around with our hands in our pockets. Now, what about all these people that take vitamins and stuff? There has to be something that we can do.
Whistling in the dark. Believe me. There are a lot of harebrained schemes out there, a lot of half-baked ideas that are floating around. I'm telling you, if you think you're going to find a cure for cancer in some supermarket tabloid, I would not waste my time.
What would you suggest I do?
I would make the most of the time I had left.
And that's it.
Dr. Rudolph will monitor your progress. He will be on hand to tell you if and when it's time to do more. And in the meantime, he'll be the best person to answer any questions that may come up along the way. I wish you luck.
Inhalation therapist to room 312 West. Inhalation therapist to 312 West. Trauma team to ER increase. Dr. White, trauma team to
Deb? Now listen to me. Listen to me. You are not going to die. Whatever the doctors say, whatever the statistics say, whatever anybody says, there's got to be a way to beat this thing. Now, I don't know what it is, but we are going to find it. And you're going to live, Deb. Live to a ripe old age. And we're gonna have a baby. And our baby's gonna have a baby. And you're gonna be a grandmother. And I'm gonna be a grandfather, and that's the way it is, Deb. I know it is.
Oh, God, no. Not you.
Why didn't you say something?
We weren't sure.
After you'd seen Dr. Rudolph.
Well, I guess we were hoping that this guy's 17.
What are you gonna do? Nothing.
So what are you going to do?
Everything we can. Do you want to take a shower? Wash your hair? Come on, honey, you can go like that if you want, but it's a little early for Halloween, wouldn't you say? Hey, come on, Deb, you've got to go. Look, Kathy's leaving tomorrow. She hasn't seen you for a couple of weeks, not since we got back. Nobody's seen you except for me and Dr. Rudolph. Don't you want to say goodbye? Look, she's going to Oregon. She's going to get married. You've got to wish her luck.
I can't.
Of course you can. You've just got to try.
They all know. And I don't want them whispering about it behind my back.
Nobody's going to be whispering behind your back.
They will, and you know it.
They're your friends, Deb.
I'm not going.
Deb. listen to me. You can't do this. You can't just lie around here day after day feeling sorry for yourself. I know it's heavy, honey. I feel it too, but we've got to find a way to put this thing aside and get on with the rest of our lives, you know?
I'm not going.
Fine.
Where are you going?
Nowhere? Hi, Kathy. This is Oscar. Yeah. Look, Deb and I were really looking forward to your party, you know, but, well, the thing is she's come down with a touch of this nodular lymphoma thing that's going around. And it's got her feeling a little bit under the weather. Yeah, we tried the chickens. Yeah, we...
Kathy.
She can walk. She can walk. It's a miracle. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Come on.
How to work? Soda's over here.
Did you miss this, huh?
Debbie.
Hi, Roberta.
How are you? Oh, okay. I'm sorry about your trouble. How are you doing, Oscar?
I'm fine.
Kathy around?
Oh, she's in there somewhere. I'll find her. You two circulate.
Thanks. I don't want to stay very long, okay?
Hey, Oscar. Hi, Ken. How you doing?
All right.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Deb. How are you?
Fine. Deb. Oh, there's Susan. Excuse me for a minute.
Brewski over here. Let's have him. Come on.
Hey, you were going to call me after you saw Dr. Rudolph. Oh, yeah.
Well, what did he say?
He agreed with Dr. Sims. I'll be going to see him every 6 weeks to see what kind of progress I'm making.
Doing what?
That's it. Sarah here?
No. Wait a minute, Deb. You're not going to just do nothing.
What I have isn't like other kinds of cancer, Susan. At this stage, radiation won't help. Chemotherapy won't help. Nothing will help. So there's nothing to do.
Yes, there is. Find another doctor.
I've already had enough death sentences to last me for the rest of my life.
Come on. Knowing what you know, how can you be told that you have cancer and do nothing about it?
Because there's nothing to do.
Debbie.
I should go find Kathy.
No, Debbie, I can't stand this. I really can't. Please. If it's only for my sake, find another doctor. Get another opinion.
Susan, I won't. I gotta find Kathy.
So I'd go.
Hey. Hey, I'm glad you made it.
Oh, well, I couldn't let you go without saying goodbye.
Oh, it was goodbye. Oregon isn't that far away. It isn't too far to drive.
Nice wheels you got here.
Yeah, it's a bruiser, isn't it? Bob was going to fly in and help out with the driving, but I just don't have time to myself. I figure it's the last time I'll get for a while.
I'm so happy for you.
I've recommended you to replace me.
What?
As the director of the mental health center.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you've been practically running the place anyway. Let's make it official.
Kathy, haven't you heard? I'm supposed to be dying.
Maybe you are. But you're not dead. None of us actually knows how much time we've got. We all just take the seconds as they come. We try to make the most of them. It's all you can do, right? So, why not?
I love you.
I love you, too.
Silly. Goodbye.
This is a great book. You've got to read this, honey. It is amazing what you can do when you get in touch with your immune system. And look, there are cases in here...
Oscar, just give it up, would you?
No, I will not. Why should I? Why should you? I don't get it. What are you frightened of? Why are you afraid to fight for your life?
I'm not afraid. I just don't believe in chasing after rainbows. That's all that stuff is. Heard what the doctor said.
This guy Simonton is a doctor. Bernie Siegel is a doctor. Now, what they're saying is that you have a chance to live if you're willing to fight. But you don't want to. Ever since we got back, all you've done is hang around here waiting to die like a corpse rehearsing for its own funeral. Now, face it, Deb, for whatever reason, you have made your mind up. You want to die.
I do not!
Yep. Oh, no. Yeah, I will.
What was that?
That was Roberta.
What'd she want?
Kathy's dead.
What?
It was a car accident.
Where?
The other side of Needles.
Neill's? How could she have gotten as far as Needles? She only left yesterday. She couldn't have gotten as far as Needles.
She did, Deb. It was a tractor trailer at jackknife in front of her and...
Oh, my God. Go. Just leave me alone. Oh, my God. Kathy. Oscar, what kind of life is this? Oh. Where is God when these things happen? I said goodbye to her. I thought it was for me. It was supposed to have been for me. She had everything to live for. Me, I'm dying anyway.
Deb.
So awful.
It just puts all of us in the same boat, that's all. Whether you've got lymphoma or whether you're just crossing the road. Deb, it doesn't matter who you are or what you've got or where you're going. Life is a terminal disease, and we just have to take the seconds as they come. You see?
I can't do that.
You can.
I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't.
So, what does Norman Cousins have to say?
Best doctor in the whole world is your own body. Man has the capacity to cure himself of even the worst diseases.
Well, he cured himself. He was supposed to die from some weird degenerative disease, but he beat it.
With vitamin C and the Marx Brothers?
Take 2 of one and 3 of the other.
It's not Chinese food, Oscar. It's cancer. I'm sorry. I'll take the vitamin C.
And I'll watch the stupid movies.
And Dr. Siegel? Great.
We need reservations.
We've already got him.
Life is full of miserableness, suffering, unhappiness, sadness. And it's all over much too quickly. The point is, nobody gets out of here untouched. What you've got with your disease is just one more unwanted experience. The question is, what do you do with the experience of your disease? And my answer is you use it. Like a reset button. You use your disease as an opportunity to redirect your life.
Dr. Siegel.
Bernie.
Excuse me, Bernie, but what you're saying sounds, to be frank, mystical.
Oh, it is. I'm a mystic. You thought I was a surgeon. I am. How can I be both a mystic and a surgeon, a believer and a scientist? I'm a mystic because I'm a surgeon, and I'm a believer because I'm a scientist. You know what David Ben-Gurion said about miracles? He said, anyone who doesn't believe in miracles isn't a realist.
Aren't you afraid talking about miracles? Aren't you afraid of giving people false hope?
I don't believe in false hope. I believe in hope, and I believe in hopelessness. And I know that hope can heal. Hopelessness is a die message that we send to our bodies. And hope is a live message. A live message. We're not here to find out who's to blame for our disease. We're here to learn how to be ourselves, how to believe in ourselves, how to stop performing, and how to start expressing the feelings we've been keeping a lid on. Learning to love ourselves is what we're here for. It's a live message. Getting well is a byproduct of that. You've got to find a doctor who you can believe in. One who will really support you. Same is true of your friends, your co-workers, even your relatives. You've got to stay clear of the doubting Thomases. You've got to surround yourself with people who support you, people who believe in you, people who believe in what you're doing for yourself. You've got to find a nutritional program you can believe in and an exercise program you can believe in, because, folks, if you're gonna get well, you gotta believe.
In God?
I think you need 4 faiths. Faith in yourself, faith in your doctor, faith in your treatment, and your spiritual faith, whatever form that takes. If you've got them, if you believe and act on what you believe in, then you'll be on the road that can lead to recovery. And here's the good news. There's a technique which, when used in combination with the other therapies, can help take you the rest of the way. It's called guided imagery. Through meditation, we can put ourselves into a state of deep relaxation, a stress-free state that will give you access to your inner self. Once you're in touch with your inner self through the use of words, images, feelings, you can start activating your immune system. You can actually begin directing your body's defenses in the battle against your disease. So, all right, let's go. Let's start with meditation. Just stretch out. Use the floor, use the pillows. Just relax, just let go. Now, I want you to become aware of your breathing, the simple motion of your chest and abdomen as you breathe, deeply in and out. Sometimes repeating a word like peace. Just keep taking deep breaths, letting the peace in and the tension out. And now I want you to let your awareness of your body increase. Notice the motion of your chest and abdomen as you breathe deeply in and out. Let a wave of peace flow down through your body, from the top of your head down through your neck, shoulders, chest, abdomen, right down to your toes. And now, in your mind's eye, allow a pleasant scene to appear. It's your corner of the universe, off in the middle of nowhere. Just let your senses go. See the vivid colors, smell the rich aromas, hear the peaceful sounds.
How you feel here is perfectly well, perfectly safe. See yourself becoming the person you'd like to be. See your immune system eliminating the illness from
How's it going?
Okay, I guess.
You don't sound too convinced.
Well, Bernie said it might take a while to get the hang of it.
Like riding a bike, huh?
I got that right away.
So what took you a while to pick up, honey?
Not you, certainly.
Yeah, I was kind of easy, wasn't I?
Like riding a bike.
You excited about getting back to work?
Well, I'm worried about Roberta.
Listen, getting someone to run the mental health center isn't your problem, okay?
No, it isn't that I'm not grateful to Kathy for offering me the opportunity to take over. I am grateful. Proud, actually. I'm flattered. And tempted. I mean, I'm really tempted. I'm very big on expressing my feelings these days.
So I see.
No, I'm supposed to. It's part of my program. And so is not stressing myself out by taking on more responsibility than I think I can handle right now.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is that I would like to stay here, pick up where I left off, help out in whatever way I can, whoever it is that takes over, including you.
Me?
Yes, you would be great at it, and it would be great for you. But for me, right now, I'm changing my life.
All of it?
No, just the bad parts.
Like?
Well, like being a stress junkie and a junk food junkie.
So we're going on a diet?
Yeah. Macrobiotic. It's whole grains, seasonal vegetables, cooked fruits, no meats or processed foods. They screw up the digestive system and unbalance the body's chemistry, throw everything into a state of stress.
Uh-huh. When do we start?
Tomorrow.
A bicycle?
Yeah, I figured as long as I had to exercise, I might as well do it sitting down.
Thanks. I don't understand.
I don't either.
Don't people with perfect bodies also get cancer?
Yes, I guess so, but a perfect body is not what this is about.
Oh, well, what is it about?
Healthy body.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
You're joining the Boy Scouts.
No, Marty. I'm also thinking about ditching the bike.
You are?
Maybe you should try jogging.
Ugh.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. I was talking to Tracy Santelli, who's been seeing this guy. He's some sort of exercise doctor. He prescribes different exercises for different diseases.
Oh, good grief.
He's a doctor.
He's some sort of yogi.
They make great catchers. But doctors...
What else are you doing?
Eating right?
This is great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What else?
Meditating.
We're sending for a Simonton tape so that Deb can start to visualize.
Visualizing? What?
My disease, my node. I picture it in my mind, and I send in my defenses, my lymphocytes, my B cells, and my T cells to attack the cancer.
And that's visualizing.
Yes, more or less.
That's not what I would call it.
What would you call it, Susan?
Fantasizing.
It's craziness.
Well, come on. Think about the Chinese. I mean, they've been using acupuncture for thousands of years. Now, nobody knows how it works, but they cure people with serious diseases. Now, is that crazy?
We're not Chinese.
You don't have to be.
What? Oh, Debbie, no, I won't. Now, it's your life, and you have a right to do with it what you want. But, God, there are things you can be doing There's chemotherapy, there's radiation. Who knows what else? They're discovering new things every day, and here you are fooling around with bicycles and yogis and God knows what else. It's fine if it's what you really want to do, but don't expect us to go along with it. Marty and me and people who care about you think that you might be throwing away your one and only shot on something hocus pocus, some hogwash.
Mother.
I'm sorry. This is my sister. I love her.
So do I. You know that. Can't you see it's killing us?
The doctors have said that radiation and chemotherapy won't help at this stage.
It's you who are killing me. It is. I know you can't see it. You can't. Because you don't understand. How could you? Nobody has sentenced you to death. I believe in what I'm doing because I have to. Because it won't work if I don't believe in it. And it won't work if I'm surrounded by people who constantly make me question what I'm doing. I need to believe in this. And now that it matters, now that my life depends upon it, where are you? What have you got for me? Doubt? Disapproval? Guilt? I don't need them. I can't use them. I won't have them. Not from anybody. And especially not from you. I want you to leave. Both of you. Right now.
She doesn't understand.
She does.
You don't.
I don't.
Mom, Dad.
It isn't just the movement that's important, it is also the breathing. Because we know that the cancer cells don't do well in an oxygen-rich environment, we exercise and breathe deeply and flood the whole body with waves of healing oxygen, just at the moment when the cancer cells are normally most active.
When is that?
At night, between 3 and 4 a.m.
It's 3 o'clock. You coming out?
Right behind you.
It's a beautiful night.
Was.
Still is. Pretty moon.
As you breathe deeply in and out, let a wave of peace flow down through your body. And now, in your mind's eye, allow a pleasant scene to appear. Your corner of the universe off in the middle of nowhere. Just let your senses go. Hear the peaceful sounds. How you feel here is perfectly well, perfectly safe. See yourself. See your immune system eliminating the illness.
I don't think I'm doing it right.
Why?
You know how you're supposed to get into a state of deep relaxation?
Yeah?
I don't think I'm getting there.
Oh, Deb, why didn't you say so before? We could have got it checked out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't know exactly, but Siegel or Simonton or one of those guys were saying that you could use a biofeedback machine, you know?
What, and that tells you if you're in a state of deep relaxation?
Yeah.
And you just happen to have one of these machines in your toolbox.
Oh, no.
So how does it work?
Well,
Biofeedback machine is a device that measures the brain's electromagnetic field. In biofeedback therapy, using various relaxation exercises, we train people to generate alpha waves. Because,
You can move him to Wednesday afternoon.
morning ladies,
Good morning, Dr. Santini.
because we've discovered that once people are in a state of deep relaxation, they can actually, Craig, morning, actually begin to take control of things such as heartbeat, blood pressure, and a whole host of other internal processes that we used to think were beyond our control. This is the machine we used to train them on.
It looks like a hi-fi stereo.
It does, doesn't it? No. It's a brainwave monitor, and it sounds like this. When a person is wired up to it, it reaches a state of deep relaxation and begins to generate alpha waves, and it sounds like this.
And if the person doesn't reach a state of deep relaxation?
Simple, huh?
Okay.
Want to take a try?
Sure.
Let's sit down. Just relax. This band in your head, you can help me by holding it close to your forehead. That's it, move your hair.
Now, this is just a recording device, right?
That's all, just a recording device. Recording you, it's not going to shock you. I guarantee you won't feel anything. Okay, then, how's that?
I feel kind of like the wife of Frankenstein.
It's very becoming. Okay, now all you have to do is just relax, go into your meditation. The machine will do the rest, okay?
I can't do it.
But you did it. You were there. You were an alpha.
But I can't stay there, and you have to.
Sure you do, and you can. Just encounter a little turbulence, that's all.
You've run into turbulence before?
All the time. Look. All of us have these things in our lives. Things that happen to us, or things that we witnessed, or things that we even just imagined. But things that so terrified us when they happened, and made us so ashamed when we imagined them, that we promised ourselves we'd never think about them again.
Boogeymen?
Exactly. That's what they become when we banish them from our conscious minds. I think of them as demons. Secret demons. Demons that we manage to keep secret from ourselves. But in our waking lives, because our minds are so crowded with the jabber of our everyday concerns, we're mostly unaware of our demons. The problem comes when we still our minds. When we stop rehearsing what we're going to say to this guy or what we should have said to that one.
I do that all the time.
We all do. But when we teach ourselves to still our minds, to really still them, many of us suddenly realize something unsettling, rattling around down there in the deep, dark corners of our consciousness.
Are you a shrink?
Guilty.
We should have our heads examined.
Maybe because it's 3 a.m. and we're out here in the cold night air.
I can hardly keep my eyes open at work.
Yeah, me too. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Got to do your regular exercise, you know. You remember what Bernie Siegel said about regular exercise?
He said to find an exercise program that I can believe in.
You don't believe in Yogi Gupta?
I believe in exercising and breathing deeply and flooding the body with healing oxygen.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Maybe we should try something else.
Like what?
I don't know. Something more natural.
Well, natural is good.
Maybe something we could do indoors.
I'd like that.
Maybe something we could do without even getting out of bed. I was thinking about Santini.
Do you mean just now when we were...
Dr. Ronnie Santini, for your information, is quite interesting and very charming, but definitely not my type.
Well, thank you very much.
No, I was thinking about what he said about my demons. About how something that I've got buried deep down inside of me might be what's causing the stress that I feel when I try to meditate. I don't know what it is or what it could be, but it's definitely botching up my meditation. And whatever it is keeping me from moving on to visualizing.
You telling me that you want to have your head shrunk?
I don't want to.
But?
What do you think?
Well, I always thought you had to be a little bit crazy to marry me.
That's the sanest thing I ever did.
Well, that's what you think. You really need help.
Are you sleepy?
No.
I really wanted that baby. It was like having a baby meant that I didn't have to be a baby anymore, you know? I would have finally grown up. I'd have that one nailed. I would have been a good mom.
Better than your mother? Where is your mother?
She's dead.
I'm sorry.
She died when I was a little girl. At home, in bed. Not her own bed, it was this hospital bed that my dad had brought in. She never got out of it for 2 years. Till finally one morning, when Susan and I came down for breakfast,
What was your mother like?
I don't know. I don't even know what she looked like. I can't remember her. When I try and think of her, all I can see are these pictures that Susan has, these old photographs. I don't remember her. All I remember is lying under her bed on the floor and the sound of her breathing above me, and the sides of the bed were like bars hanging down, and I don't know, the sound of her breathing, rasping. I couldn't bear it to go on. I couldn't bear it to stop. And I just lay there. That's all I remember.
I don't remember her ever. I don't remember ever taking me out for a walk or making me lunch or reading me a story. Tugging me in at night, and I guess she did all these things. All I remember are the bars on either side of me and my mother right above me.
How old were you when your mother died?
7.
How old was she?
40.
Your age? What did she die of?
Cancer.
You want to know how I really feel about him? I mean, about Oscar and the way he believes in me and everything I'm doing. The way he's practically made a saint out of me. Well, I'm sick of it. How's that? Makes me sick.
And tired.
You bet I am.
It's not just Oscar, is it?
Oscar and his faith. Susan and her doubts. And Roberta. Ugh. Paperwork, it never stops.
And you?
Me? I mean, just because I'm an ungrateful wretch? Yeah. Yeah, I'm angry at me. Not fit to live with. Not that we're gonna have to worry about that for very long.
Oh, poor baby.
Do you want to talk about my parents?
Do you?
No.
Why not?
Because.
Because they make you sick too.
No.
Really? You think about your father? And the way that he remarried so soon after your mother died? And the way he died so soon after he'd remarried? The way he left you with a complete stranger to raise you?
Poor Alice.
You must have been a very hateful child.
Why?
Because you seem to have driven away everybody who was supposed to love you.
I didn't drive them away.
No, you didn't, did you? It was more like they walked out on you, wasn't it? No wonder you're so angry with them. What kind of people would do such a thing? What kind of parents would abandon their own child?
My parents.
I can't hear you.
I said,
Are you afraid they'll hear you? Your parents? What do you think they'd do to you if you told them how you really feel about them? Do you think they'd punish you? Do you think they'd give you the punishment you deserve? Debbie, you don't think your parents really wish you ill?
I don't know.
I think you ought to have a talk with them. I think it's time that you told them how you really felt about them. About what they've done to you, about what they're doing to you. Yeah, maybe their reaction will surprise you.
They're dead.
Hello?
Susan?
Yeah. Hi.
It's nothing major.
Oh, good.
I'm not cured, if that's what you're thinking.
How are you feeling?
Okay.
I'm glad.
Thank you. How are you?
Oh, about the usual. I guess. How's Oscar?
He's holding up.
Well, say hi for me.
I guess you're wondering why I called.
Well, now that you mention it.
It's about Mom and Dad. I was wondering where they were buried.
Walden.
You know which cemetery?
Wild Brook.
Why? Well, I don't know. I was thinking of driving over there. I've never been.
Yeah, you have. Don't you remember Daddy's funeral?
I was there.
You don't remember that? No. You don't remember me just bawling my heart out? I was practically hysterical. I was hysterical. Oh, I remember poor Alice just grabbing me and shaking me, trying to shake me out of it. Well, that just made it worse, of course.
What was I doing?
You were the grown-up.
What does that mean?
Well, the way you behaved, there was just no fuss, no tears, just... It was like you were hoping you'd be asked back or something.
Maybe I was. Well, thanks for the information.
Yeah. Anytime.
Good night.
Good night, Debbie.
Hi, Daddy. Mama? It's me, Debbie. In case you don't recognize me, it's been a long time. Almost a lifetime. I've been thinking about you, Mama. Missing you. Blaming you for it. I was gonna have a baby. If I hadn't lost it, nothing in this world could have taken me away from my baby. Nothing. You must have felt the same way about me and Susan and Daddy. Why else would you have hung on the way you did for so long? I'm supposed to be mad at you, Daddy. I guess I am. I'm mad at everybody else. I guess I always have been. After you died, you know how I felt after you died? Like a leper. It was as if everybody was afraid that what had happened to me was catching. No wonder I started acting up and chasing after boys. I just wanted somebody to look at me. I really did love you, Daddy. And Mama. I wish I had had the chance to get to know you and love you. I know that you loved me. You knew me. I guess that's why I'm here. To ask you to forgive me. Sometimes I'm really afraid that I want to die. Half of me wants to go on living forever. But the other half of me is so tired. It just wants to be done with it. And the two halves are at war with each other. I can feel it. But I know that if I really loved myself, I'd win. I love you, Daddy. Mama, I love you. But look how I've proved it. I've spent my entire life mourning your death and cheated myself out of my own life. I don't want to do that anymore.
I need to say goodbye. I need for you to let me go. Goodbye, Mama. You rest in peace. Goodbye, Daddy. I forgive you. I forgive you.
And now, in your mind's eye, allow a pleasant scene to appear. Your corner of the universe, off in the middle of nowhere. How you feel here is perfectly well, perfectly safe. And now you're on the path to recovery. Along that path, you may see someone. That person is a guide to help you. Explore the rooms and hallways of your mind. In one of those rooms, there's a gift waiting for you. Take it. Now, see your illness. And feel your immune system gathering force, striking out at your disease, overpowering it. See yourself becoming well. See your immune system eliminating the illness from your body. See yourself becoming the person you'd like to be.
Hi.
How was your visualization?
I chopped them up.
All of them?
Every last one.
Well, that should please Dr. Rudolph.
It's shrinking. I can feel it. I don't know if it's the visualizations. I mean, I've just gotten into them. Or maybe it's the diet or the exercise. But I feel like it shrunk. I mean, it has, hasn't it?
I'm sorry, Debbie. I don't see any change. I wouldn't expect to. It's an indolent form of lymphoma. Usually it progresses slowly and over a long period of time.
You okay?
Me?
Yeah, you seem...
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just wondering if you're okay.
Why not? It didn't shrink, but it didn't grow either.
Yeah.
So we must be doing something right?
Well, at least we're not doing anything wrong.
So So we're just going to keep on doing what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Oscar, stop. Stop, stop. You remember Arthur Lebowski? You know, Roberta's friend, the one that was in that car crash back in August. He was never supposed to walk again?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the guy that got him back on his feet, he lives just this side of Bybury.
Honey, let's just give it a break for
No. No. Let's go.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's here. His name's Lee.
First or last?
I don't know.
I have made tea.
He's made tea.
In Nanking in China, I was physician for over 40 years.
But not here.
Here I am known as a healer.
What do you think?
You are a strong woman, but you have a bad sickness.
Can you help me?
I am an old man. I have so many people who come to me.
But you can help me. I know you can. I'm holding my own now. But if you can help me, whatever it costs, I know that you don't take money. Roberta told me, Arthur Lebowski's friend. But you accept gifts. I could do anything to help you, whatever you need. And Oscar, he's a carpenter. He could build anything.
Oh, but this kind of sickness, it takes time and a lot of work.
Great. I'm not afraid of work. I'll give you all the time that you want. I'll do whatever you want me to do, even if I don't understand. I really don't care. I just want to live. If you could help me.
Too much hurry, Debbie. Too much worry, Debbie. No more hurry, no more worry, no more all the time hurry, worry. Agree? You, come. Hi, Gordo.
Clogged pipes.
No septic tank.
Huh. Great.
See your immune system eliminating the disease from your body. See yourself becoming the person you'd like to be.
Hi.
Hi.
You thinking about tomorrow?
No.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, no.
Are you okay?
Sure. I'm okay.
Why don't I believe you?
I don't know.
Oscar. I know you. Something's wrong.
There's nothing wrong with me.
It's me. I'm sorry I got lymphoma.
It's not you, it's me. Look. I just don't know if I can this up. Deb, I want to be with you more than anything else. But I'm too scared.
Of what?
I'm scared of losing you.
Oscar, you're not gonna lose me. We're gonna lick this thing. And you know why? Because of you. You are everything that I ever hoped for. You've given me hope. You have been fantastic.
Yeah. Does it hurt?
Not exactly. What's it look like?
It looks like it would hurt.
Now, what do I look like?
Well, you look like a porcupine.
Only when I laugh. Good grief. We gotta do this every other day, huh?
No hurry, worry, Debbie.
Makes sense the way he explains it. My body is like a color TV. And he uses the needles to balance the flow of energy in the different circuits.
Shh. I'm trying to adjust your horizontal hold.
Like a TV repairman. Turn me on and tune me in.
Deb? Deb? I'm still in.
No hurry, worry, Oscar.
It's got a lot of good stuff in it. It's got decent roots inside of an elk horn, stuff like that.
Yep. It's supposed to purify the blood.
Root the sludge out of the veins.
Improve the flow of oxygen.
So what are you waiting for?
Cheers. I think I'd rather die.
wagging the tail on the donkey.
Donkey feeling better?
No blindfold.
No worry, Debbie. Name Saipala. That thing will hold up.
And now, in your mind's eye, see your corner of the universe, off in the middle of nowhere. How you feel here is perfectly well, perfectly safe. See your immune system gathering force, striking out at your disease, overpowering it. Every cell to light and love.
Hi. Hi. I made you some muffins. They're blueberry and whole wheat. Sarah helped, actually.
Thank you.
I don't know if they're any good.
It's a thought that counts.
I hope so.
It is.
I want to wish you good luck with Dr. Rudolph this morning.
Thank you.
I've been praying for you.
Susan.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
I've been so alone.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. I know you've got a lot to do, so you...
I'll call you afterward.
Please. Okay.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
You can sit up. Excuse me. Your node is just half the size it was the last time I examined you.
Oscar.
Over the years, I must have seen a couple of hundred cases of lymphoma, but this I have never seen. I've heard about these things, of course. I've read about them in the literature. Apparently, spontaneous regressions aren't all that unusual, but I've never seen one.
Dr. Rudolph, aren't you happy?
Oh, yes, I'm delighted, of course, but...
What do you mean by spontaneous regressions?
Regressions that occur for no apparent reason.
Oh, but there is a reason.
Debbie, I'm happy for you to think so, but really, there's no evidence that any of those things are effective.
Can we have a baby?
Oh, well, no, I don't know about that. This is an encouraging sign, but with this disease, your node is smaller today. It could be larger again tomorrow. There's no predicting when and how things can change.
Doctor, about the baby, if the mother has lymphoma, Is the baby?
No, the baby is in no danger from lymphoma. But you've got to remember, you are not out of the woods. And with nodular lymphoma, the chances are you never will be.
So we'll have the baby in the woods.
Well, think about it.
So?
So?
So what are you worried about?
I don't know. Maybe we're just, pushing our luck too far. I don't know.
I do.
It's not you I'm worried about, honey. It's having a baby.
No hurry worry, Oscar.
I know that.
So?
So what do I just pull the truck over now?
Yeah.
Who would ever think wild turkey could be this good?
This isn't wild, this is organic.
Now, where does a wild turkey come from anyway? Do you go out in the woods and shoot it like our forefathers did?
This is organic, Marty. It is not wild.
Our forefathers were organic? What? Oh, I guess everybody was.
No, they were wild, and this is organic.
What is the difference between wild and organic?
We've got some wild news. I guess it's also organic.
Yeah.
What? What? You tell.
You want the wild stuff?
That's all we want.
You want the wild stuff? I'll give you the wild stuff.
I don't know. What is the wild part?
Okay, we went to see Dr. Ridolph. We're coming back in the truck and...
Shh. I won't tell. We're gonna have a baby.
That's fantastic.
Excuse me for saying this, Debbie, but I mean, it's one thing to believe you're going to be okay. How?
The doctors told us the baby's not in any danger, if that's what you're thinking.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's great. But I still have to say it. I mean, to bring a baby into this world when you just can't be sure.
Marty, I can't live every day like I'm dying. Nobody can do that. We just have to hope and trust that somehow or other, with all the love between us, here at this table, there'll always be enough for our baby to know how lucky it is to be alive.
To life.
To life.
To life. To life.
To life. Push it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a breath. Take a breath. Okay, blow. Blow.
Good. You can cut the cord. There she is. Oh, she's beautiful. Good job. Good. You did a wonderful job.
Hello there. Hello. How are you?
That's terrific.
We have a daughter.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. How are you?
Okay. Now, I don't want you two to get the wrong idea. As far as I know, nodular lymphoma is still an incurable disease. Once you've got it, you're never out of the woods. You got to keep an eye on it. And you have to keep your eye on it. So, I want to see you again in about 3 months. Don't get the idea that we're finished, because we're not.
But?
To be perfectly honest, if I weren't your doctor, if I didn't know your medical history the way I do, You just walked in here, and I examined you and found that your node was maybe slightly enlarged.
That's all.
I'd say you had nothing to worry about. If I didn't know your medical history.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Rudolph. Jenny, did you hear that? Mama, Daddy, this is Jenny. This is our Jenny.
Wow. What a beautiful little time capsule that was. The whole film had this comforting country home tone, even when the story dipped into some pretty heavy territory. Anne Archer carried the movie with a grounded, gentle presence. She sold the inner fight without overplaying it, and that quiet optimism felt authentic. Sam Neill had moments of real warmth too, playing the desperate husband hanging on to any scrap of light he could find. Their chemistry gave the story its heartbeat. You believed them as partners, you felt their fear, their love, and their halfway grip on faith when the medicine ran out. The story hit hard emotionally, even when it followed a familiar arc. Diagnosis, despair, alternative methods, spiritual awakening. What kept it engaging wasn't necessarily the plot beats, but how sincerely it treated Debbie's transformation. Some scenes, especially the guided imagery moments, could have easily turned cheesy, yet they actually worked. The downside is that the script hammered its message too hard at times, drifting into wellness brochure territory when it didn't really need to. The whole thing dripped 80s TV movie warmth, like watching a better than average Sunday evening special. Fun fact, this was directed by Jake Gyllenhaal's father Stephen, who had an eye for soft lighting and homely charm in his films. He also directed A Killing in a Small Town, which is one of my all-time favourite Brian Dennehy movies. And just as a side note, I did some digging into Debbie Ogg because I was curious to find out if she was even still alive, and apparently she is, and has remained cancer-free for the entire time. She's now in her 70s working as a therapist, helping other people heal through loss and trauma, which I think is kind of poetic, don't you reckon? Anyway, while Question of Faith wasn't flawless, it had sincerity, strong performances, and that cozy 80s aura that made it a worthwhile watch for me. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 stars. If you enjoyed this watch along and want to see more forgotten gems from the 80s and 90s, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What would you have done in Debbie's shoes? Believe in the slim chance of survival, or walk away with what's left of your family? I want to hear your take. Enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving weekend. This is Holy Critic, signing out.